4Sides TV with me, Asma. In an unprecedented event planned for June 14, 2025, the United States will witness a grand military parade through the streets of Washington, D.C. The occasion is set to coincide with two significant anniversaries, the 205th birthday of the U.S. Army and the 79th birthday of former President Donald Trump. According to sources familiar with the plan, President Trump has taken an active role in orchestrating his massive display, which is expected to stretch nearly 4 miles from the Pentagon in Arlington, Virginia, to the White House. While details remain in development, the parade promises to be a notable event with military hardware, including tanks and aircrafts, as part of the procession. This parade will be a notable follow-up to Trump's previous attempts to organize a similar military spectacle. However, unlike his earlier attempts, which was cancelled due to logistical concerns and financial estimates, this 2025 event seems poised to become a reality. Yet the situation remains fluid and several uncertainties surrounding the planning process, particularly with local authorities and the potential impact on the community. This report will examine the context of this parade with potential impact and the reaction it has generated. Here's a special story from 4Sides TV. The planned military parade is an ambitious effort that aims to showcase the U.S. military's might and celebrate the Army's 250th anniversary. The parade is expected to feature a range of military equipment, including tanks, aircraft, and other defense assets, as envisioned by Trump after witnessing the French Bastille Day parade in 2017. The parade will reportedly stretch nearly 4 miles, beginning at the Pentagon in Arlington, Virginia, and making its way to the White House in Washington, D.C. One of the most intriguing elements of the parade is the timing. June 14, 2025 is not only the Army's anniversary but also coincides with Donald Trump's 79th birthday, adding a personal dimension to the event. The date and the parade itself have drawn attention as Trump continues to influence its planning. A source familiar with the development has indicated that Trump himself has commanded the date, signaling his personal involvement in shaping the parade. However, the full scope of the parade remains unclear, as the federal government has only provided preliminary information to local authorities in Arlington, with no formal request for assistance yet made to the country. Trump's previous attempt to hold a grand military parade in 2018 was cancelled after logistical hurdles and financial concerns, including a whopping $92 million price tag, led to significant resistance from military leaders and local officials. The 2018 plan, which included the display of tanks and military jets along Pennsylvania Avenue, was criticized for its high cost and potential disruption to the city. The local DC government, particularly Mayor Muriel Bowser, voiced strong opposition, citing the financial burden and questioning the necessity of such an event. The 2025 parade comes with its own set of challenges and potential controversies. Arlington Country Board Chair Takis Karantonis expressed uncertainty about the scale and scope of the parade. While local officials have been given a heads up about the event, they have not received the necessary details to prepare adequately. Karantonis also expressed concerns about how the parade could impact military veterans who live in the area, particularly those who may be affected by recent federal decisions regarding job security and support. The federal government will need to balance the spectacle of the parade with the potential emotional and economic consequences for veterans and their families. Additionally, the potential cost of organizing such a massive event is another point of concern. The previous $92 million estimate for the 2018 parade serves as a reminder of the financial burdens such as event can place on the public sector, especially in time of fiscal constraints and uncertainty. Public reaction to the planned military parade has been mixed. While some view it as a fitting tribute to the Army's long history and a demonstration of national pride, others are skeptical of its motivations. Critics argue that the parade may serve more as a personal celebration for Donald Trump rather than a genuine tribute to the military. Furthermore, the cost associated with such an event, particularly in a time of economic instability, are a source of concern for many. Local officials in Washington, D.C. and Arlington have yet to formally approve the parade, leaving the final decision up in the air. Many residents have voiced concern about the impact on their daily lives, particularly in areas where the parade will take place. The potential disruption caused by road closures and the presence of heavy military vehicles could have far-reaching consequences for local businesses and residents. The planned military parade in Washington, D.C. scheduled for June 14, 2025 promises to be a significant event in U.S. history, marking both the Army's 250th anniversary and the 79th birthday of Donald Trump. While the event is likely to be a grand display of military strength, its execution raises a number of questions, including logistical challenges, financial costs, and potential local opposition. The 2025 parade marks a resurgence of Trump's vision for a military spectacle following the cancellation of his previous attempts in 2018 due to logistical and financial concerns. As the planning unfolds, local authorities and residents will be closely monitoring the impact of the event. The parade's final shape will depend on balancing the interest of national pride, local concern, and the potential cost associated with such an undertaking. It remains to be seen how the federal government and local officials will navigate these complex issues and whether the parade will proceed as planned. That's all for today. Thanks for watching 4Sides TV with me, Isma.